Hey y'all, and welcome to another episode of Totally Tore. Totally Tore. It's just Totally Tore. It's Totally Tore. Anyways, I'm Tori, duh. And this is the look I filmed for y'all today. Let me bring you in some. So, obviously overlined the lips, duh. But got some kind of like grungy, smoky copper eyes with some glitter and black liner. I put this look, I took a photo and I put this look up on Instagram like forever ago, and a lot of people liked it, and I was going to do a video on it, but I was trying to figure out a way to make it not such a hella long video. So until I got my editing down, I didn't want to do it, and I was hoping to have better lights so the color wouldn't be so off, but you can't always get everything you want, so hopefully it's not too bad. But I thought I would do this for y'all and recreate the look as best as I remember. Some of the products I know I used are a little different because I didn't have them last time, but I think it just adds to it. In the video, you will see I originally put on one pair of eyelashes, and they're cool, but they're so long, which for other occasions is fine, but I'm going to a metal concert tonight. That's why I decided to go ahead and redo this look, because this is pretty much the only look I wear at metal concerts. And I did not want crazy long, like, woo, going clubbing lashes. So the ones I put on, I feel like are a lot more natural. Like, those don't really look that crazy, but the ones I was wearing they were pretty, but they're insane. You'll see. So that's why I did that. But if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Alright, so before starting this look, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow in dark brown. Then I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the original one. And I'm just going to put that all over my eyeball, like so. Then I will be going into the Kat Von D Shade and Light Kit. Per usual, I love this eyeshadow palette. It's so wonderful and matte and perfect. I will be using the shade Ludwin. Let's say that. Now I'm going to be using a fluffy brush just to put this all over my lid to prevent creasing and to kind of make everything transition better. Then I will be using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Sparkle Leopard. And this is a coppery tone, and it has like chunks of glitter in it, but it actually turned out looking pretty cool. At first when I saw it in stick form, I was like, ooh, that's going to be ugly, but it worked out. So next I'm going back into the Shade and Light Kit, and I'm going to be using Laetus, Laetus, Laetus. And that's the lighter, more almost creamsicle color. So I'm putting that all over kind of as my lighter transition. Then I'm going to be going back with Lucius, and I will be putting that as my darker crease color. And really building up that really nice, rich, bricky red, coppery shades all over my lid. We really want like this really coppery color. That's what really brings out the blue in my eyes. And if you have green eyes, it'll look really good on you too. So that's what we're doing. Then next we're going to go into the Naked 3 palette and use Trick. And this is a really pretty copper shade. I'm just using some rose water to wet my brush, and then I'm going to pat it on. Y'all have seen me use this method before. It really brings out the sparkle, as you can tell. I really like how sparkly this made it look, and I just think it looked perfect on top of that NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. So we're going to put a few layers of that on. This look would also look really pretty on brown eyes. I just know that copper colors is a nice contrast to blue, so that's what I like it for. Next, I'm going to be going back into the Shade and Light palette, and we'll be using the shade Solas, which is a dark, warm brown. So it's not just brown, it's like a warm tone underneath it, and it looks great with the brick reds and copper colors. So I'm just deepening that up and then going back in with the other color and fluffing everything out and just making sure all the colors are blended and married together perfectly. Then we go back with the Ludwin shade for the brow highlight, and just to kind of lighten up a little bit, I don't like it when the crease color comes all the way up, so that's what that's for. Then I will be using the Maybelline Master Eyestudio Gel Liner in black. And I'm putting this all on my inner waterline, as one can see. Like I said before, pencils make my eyes water way too much. I mean, even this makes my eye water a little bit, but not half as bad as a pencil does. So I'm just putting that all over both inner, like the lower and upper inner waterline. And just blending that out along my lashes. Sometimes I have to use a more mirrored, like magnified mirror, so that's what I'm doing. Just so I can really see what all's going on. And I'm using a paintbrush. That's not a fancy makeup brush. It's just a cheapo paintbrush from Joann's, I feel like. Next, I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liquid Liner in black, I'm sure. Whatever the black shade is. I don't know if she has a special name for it or not. But this I got as a free sample from Sephora. So it's perfect because I don't use a lot of liquid liner, so I don't need like a giant thing of it. But it's really black and matte, and I love it. It looks great. So then I'm just taking a makeup wipe and kind of cleaning up the area before I go in with an angled brush and take the Lucius shade again under the eyes, running that under, really smudging out the bottom lash line to make it look really grungy because that's what we want. Then I'm using the Superstar Mascara by L'Oreal and just putting on my lashes. I sped this up so it wouldn't be so boring for y'all. Then I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime Primer, the Maybelline, sorry, let me find my notes. The Maybelline Dream Velvet in 40 Nude, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 20 Sand, and the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in Neutralizer. So I'm putting this all over my face and neck like usual. I also sped this up so it wouldn't be so long for y'all as well. Then I just do the combo of the two concealers, and I will have everything listed down below because I know I talk kind of quickly. This part of the video is quick. So everything will be listed down below. Then I used the L'Oreal Highlight, Lumi Highlighter in Golden, and the NYX Smooth Translucent Powder. So, as I said at the beginning of this video, I hated the lashes. They were too long. They would look great for another look, but not for this. So, I was just showing you a comparison of the two. So, I go in and take those off and just use the Ardell Wispies instead, which are my go-to. I should have done them to begin with, but I was trying something else out. And that's what you get for not sticking with what you know, guys. So, I just changed those out and then fixed my eyeliner just to make sure the lashes were really blended and glued on perfectly. Next, for my face, I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I used the shade Java first to bronze up my whole face, per usual. Then, after I blend all that out, kind of with a little teeny tiny sample blush brush, that's what I'm using. After I used that all over my face, I go in with a more angled brush and use the shade Fawn. And yet again, everything will be listed down below so y'all can know because I kind of talk quickly and blah, blah, blah. So this is me using the shade Fawn. I just love the cool tones of this. I think it makes a great contour shade, at least for me right now. Maybe once I get a little tanner, it won't look so good because it's kind of a little bit lighter, but you never know. I'll let you know at the end of summer how I still feel about it. Then next I go in to the shade Banana. And I use that as my kind of concealer powder shade. So to kind of highlight and go over wherever I put concealer and make that kind of set. And just adding more depth to the face. Then I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit and That Glow. I love this. It is so beautiful. The first shade I use is Dripping in Gold, and then I use the really light goldy white one, which I think is called Sunbeam. I don't remember off the top of my head right now, so I will list all that below, like I said. But I use that as a combo, and I use a fan brush just to kind of put that all over my face. And this stuff is so pigmented and beautiful and wonderful, and I just love this. This is what I've been doing every makeup look, is highlighting the absolute bejesus out of my face because it's just so beautiful. Then, of course, typical me, sideshow you, has to be busted out, guys. So sorry, I'm so basic and don't have 1,000 coral blushes. You find one you love, you gotta stick with it, and that's my life. I apologize, but get over it. Then I drink my La Croix water, and then I pick up my NYX pencil. This is a natural, and so I just line my lips with the NYX pencil in natural, and then I'm using the shade Lolita 2 by Kat Von D, the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick. This is such a warm, like, it's a brown, but it's like a warm browny red neutral color. I just love it. I can't even describe it, but it's so pretty. I guess terracotta, is that a word people use to describe stuff like this? Terracotta, sure. Sure, it's terracotta. Then I go in with a fluffy brush, go back in with it, or went in. I don't know why I keep changing my tenses of speaking. I'm sorry, everyone. And I just kind of blended everything back out. Then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in clear just to set those suckers, because once you got that arch and that point like that, you don't want those bad boys moving. So that's my way of assuring that even when I'm sweating and moshing, they're staying on my face. Then I just added a little bit more of that Lucius shade under the eyes, just kind of smudge it out even more. And then I went in with the Glow Kit just to emphasize my inner corners. Y'all know I always have to do that. It's my Victoria's Secret angel trick. That's how you make your eyes be poppin'. You gotta have the inner corner highlight. So then finally I put some of the mascara on my bottom lashes, because you can't have false lashes on with nothing on underneath. I mean, I guess you can. It's just, I'm not about that life, especially when I have eyeshadow on underneath there. Maybe if I didn't have on any eyeshadow, I wouldn't. But with eyeshadow smudged all out, you gotta have something. So that's what I'm doing, just to make sure everything looks good. Because if you're me and you're going to a concert, the easiest way I get pics is by having beautiful eyes and making faces at the band. Woohoo! So there's my face, and that's the look. So I'm setting it all so I don't sweat it off, and that's it.